The true story of Phil Foden. Nobody here becomes a footballer, except one boy did, and Manchester City fans would eventually compare him to one of the greatest midfielders who ever lived. Philip Walter Foden was born on 28 May 2000 in Stockport. He joined Manchester City's academy at just 8 years old. By the time he was a teenager, coaches already knew he was different. Not for his speed, not for his size, but for a first touch that made the ball disappear. By 17, he was training with the first team. Yaya Toure, City's veteran midfield general, didn't hesitate when asked about him. "This kid," he said, "was the future." On 15 January 2018, at just 17 years old, he made his senior debut. It wasn't about flair, it was substance. The tight control in crowded spaces, the low center of gravity, the calm under pressure that Iniesta built a legendary career on. Foden never fully accepted it. Asked about the nickname years later, he brushed it off. "A nice compliment," he said, but Iniesta was simply on another level entirely. Years later, when Foden won the PFA Player of the Year award, Iniesta himself sent him a congratulatory message. What followed was one of the most decorated young careers English football has seen. Multiple Premier League titles, a Champions League triumph as part of City's historic treble, a Premier League Player of the Season award. Season after season, the kid from Stockport delivered in the biggest moments, title-deciding goals, knockout stage strikes, performances that silenced any doubt about whether the hype was real. And it wasn't just City. Foden became a central figure for England too, part of a generation trying to end 6 decades of hurt, carrying the weight of a nation that had started to believe again. Today, Foden is no longer the wonder kid. He's the player Manchester City builds around, pressing like it's personal, finding pockets of space defenders can't account for, still doing things with the ball that explain exactly why a fan base once looked at a teenager and thought of Iniesta. From a rainy pitch in Stockport to the biggest stages in world football, some stories write themselves. This one's still being written. If you want the next one, drop a name below. Subscribe plus comment in the comments section. Subscribe to KickReel Co.